Mr. Black here with some thoughts. I'm going to start a 3-part series called On Letting Go. And we're going to talk about some situations where you're just going to have to let somebody go. And this will be the first installment. We're going to talk about challenges and how they make life interesting. And overcoming those challenges is what makes life meaningful. Losing someone sucks. And it's hard no matter how resilient you think you are. And there's many ways to lose people. Death, breakup, fuck up, relocation, etc. They're all awful and they're all painful. Losing someone's tragic and unfortunate, but no matter how challenging it becomes, we must let go. How do you let go? This is a profound question. Like many profound questions that I ask in general. But this question encapsulates every fear of emotion that each of us have hidden away inside of ourselves. We all know that it's not necessarily our problems that make us unhappy. It's our failure to solve these problems that make us unhappy. Like, if you just lay down and let life beat you up, you just get up every day, find yourself clocking in and out, not really doing anything with purpose, not challenging yourself. We're all stronger than you could ever really imagine. And strength doesn't come from the things that you can do, but it comes from overcoming things that you thought you never could. Everything in life is temporary. That is unfortunate, but very true. Nothing lasts forever. And there's that popular cliche, life is short. That is not true, because life is not short. Life is the longest and the hardest thing that you will ever do. We see people come and we see people go. And I don't mean to sound insensitive, because it's extremely hard to deal with. When you lose someone, it's hard to accept and even harder to comfort yourself, especially if this person is deceased. No goodbye, no warning, just gone forever. There's no correct way to respond to that kind of loss. Your grief is personal. Your grief is as unique to you as your fingerprint is. No one's going to have the same response, and nor should they have the same response that you're going to have with your grief. Not everyone will understand your bereavement, and that's alright, because that's yours. That belongs to you, how you deal with it. The relationship with the person that passed was yours, so that bereavement will be personal. I can really only speak from personal experience here for that reason. I'll never forget the feelings. I can feel them right now. I wasn't ready for any of it. I was disembodied. My whole body went cold with chills. My eyes were fixed. No matter how bad I wanted to look away, I could feel my heart beating in my fingertips. My mind was clear, probably more clear than it had ever been. I couldn't process what the fuck was happening. I wanted to cry. I felt like that's what I was supposed to do, but I couldn't. Couldn't cry. So I'm thinking, am I some kind of unemotional monster? And then immediately I was angry. I was so angry. Like, why the fuck is this happening to me? How am I supposed to deal with this right now? I was being selfish, and I didn't understand that. Why all of a sudden did I become this selfish asshole that was mad about something I couldn't control? Why did I not care suddenly that my friend was dead? Even when everyone else finds out and they try to comfort me, I'm fine. I'm the one consoling them, catching infinite tears on my shoulder. looking into all of my friends' eyes as if I was trying to pull that emotion out of them and put it inside of me. I couldn't sleep at night. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I wasn't interested in anything or anyone except drinking and staring into my songbook that I had. We were playing in a band at the time. And I wasn't suicidal. I wasn't anything. I was absolutely nothing. I was a shell of a person. I was gone, out of mind, completely vacant. One day, several months later, I'm going to go sell some of this equipment that we had for our band. And finally, I just completely fucking lost it. I was kicking and screaming. It was ugly. I cried so hard. I had like snot blowing out of my face. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't see. People in this parking lot, this music store, probably thought I was on drugs or something. Me, I was relieved and sad and happy and confused as fuck all at the same time. I cried for hours by myself and I slept a whole day. I woke up and just remember feeling lighter when I started talking to my friend. Sounds crazy, but that helped. I was just talking to him like he was there. I smiled and got up and got my life back together. I think my initial response was selfish because I didn't know how to deal with life without him. I was mad because he wasn't here. I was emotionless, I think, because I knew everyone would be coming at me, and I had to put that away to deal with it another time. I would have been a mess if I let it all get to me at that point. I got through it and I've put it behind me. Not the memory of my friend. Never. What I put behind me was the pain that his passing caused me. So we got to remember to do sometimes. You're not forgetting the person that you loved, you're forgetting that pain. We don't get to map out our own lives, much less anyone else's. Please do not take people for granted. They're in your life for a reason. Make time for moments, because in a blinking of an eye, they're gone forever. You can't get them back. You don't get that one last chance. All those things that you think about that you want to say, they're gone forever. So hold on as long as you can to those that mean something to you. Never make someone feel insignificant because their life matters to someone. Just because it isn't you doesn't mean they're invaluable. I've said it before, but be the good in the world and be the light of someone's life. Love without boundaries, because that can be taken from you at any moment. And you don't want to lose someone knowing that you could have given more, knowing that you could have said more. When I'm gone and I leave behind this body that I've rented, I want to be remembered by more than the words that I've written. Then you just hold on, people. The words, the moments, it all matters. Don't buy into society's tough guy bullshit. If you love your friends, tell them you love them. I do all the time. On the phone with my friends that are dudes. And I'm not a homosexual, but when I hang up, I'm like, hey, I love you. I don't take that shit for granted anymore. On Letting Go Part 1.